Doulas and midwives are really important for Black maternal health because we know that the rates are really disparate for Black birthing people, having higher rates of morbidities and also mortality than our white counterparts. And we know that doulas and midwives working together help people to have better outcomes, less complications, higher rates of vaginal birth, higher rates of breastfeeding, right? And just overall better health for both the mom and the baby. 100 years ago, most people gave birth at home. And most of the primary healthcare providers for pregnancy were midwives. And most of them were Black, especially here in the South. And through systematic racist campaigns and a series of laws that came into existence through doctors who really wanted to take over the birth process, people started having their babies in hospitals. The numbers of the midwife workforce really went down. When we look at the history of obstetrics and gynecology, it's deeply tied in the United States to enslavement, to slavery. And really these techniques that are still used today, such as forceps deliveries, stirrups, being flat on your back, right? Things that disempower, things that most women don't want to experience when they're giving birth, but they're kind of standard. That came about through experimentation on Black women's bodies by someone who's known as the father of gynecology, J. Marion Sims. From the countless dozens of women that he operated on without anesthesia and without consent, we only know 3 names. And their names are Anarcha, Betsy, and Lucy. We call them the mothers of gynecology. We honor them and we demand justice because we don't want this to continue where women's bodies are being used as sites of abuse or sites of power. So many of the things that are done to people when they're in labor, when they're giving birth and postpartum are not evidence best practice. They're not part of our ancient technologies that our ancestors gave us. In the millions of years that people have given birth, we have some wisdom that we've accumulated. And unfortunately, in the last 100 years, the medical system has undone most of that. But what we want to do is return the power to birth, right? Return the wisdom and the sacredness to birth. We're talking about having power over our bodies and the power to make decisions that are best for ourselves, our babies, our families. Your body is sacred and you have the right to be treated as a sacred being. And every healthcare facility, every hospital, every clinic that you go to should honor your innate, divine humanity. And that's what we're here to do as birth workers, to build the movement for birth justice and to hold all these systems accountable to that divine human right.